It is an incredibly difficult thing to achieve, to get a balloon to fly around the world. This had never been done before, and yet it was the oldest form of flight. And there was a kind of an empty page in the history books. It was the ultimate challenge for a balloon. The morning of takeoff was difficult in many ways, actually, because we didn't know what was going to happen. Of course, we couldn't fly around the world in a basket, not at the altitudes that we were thinking of, so we needed a pressurized capsule. We tried to make things as comfortable as possible.
So this is breakfast on the 11th of March at 8 o'clock in the morning.
We had a little modesty curtain where the toilet was at the back of the capsule, and we would go behind the curtain and wipe ourselves down with these baby wipes. For the first 11 days, which took us out beyond Taiwan, the balloon performed really well, and we were very happy with it. I think that was the most satisfying time that I found in the whole flight, where I felt that I could make this thing dance. Then things started to go wrong. We lost communications. We lost 3 of our 6 burners. And then the third thing was the issue of looking ahead at these storms and seeing them there, not knowing how high they were and not knowing whether we would actually fly into them. Because we were pushing the balloon as high as we possibly could, we lost our heating system. Now everything was covered in ice, inside and outside. We were terrified, actually.
We're still nearly 2,000 miles away from Hawaii, so we're right out in the middle of nowhere and not going very fast.
It was not an easy situation for those 4 or 5 nights over the Pacific. When we got communications back, it was a huge relief. We'd managed to get across the Pacific, and exactly as Luke, our meteorologist, said, this jet stream wind was born, and life was getting a little better for us.
The balloon, now travelling at around 90 miles an hour, has climbed into the jet stream. Air currents, they hope, will carry them to their target just beyond the African coast.
We were doing 160, 170 miles an hour. I mean, in a balloon, which is extraordinary. We were so excited.
Brian, we've done it! It's fabulous.
Fantastic.
So we crossed the finish line, and our team said, okay, now we get serious. We've got to get the balloon down in one piece. And so we came down and we landed in Egypt, in the middle of the Egyptian desert.
Can you check the time?
With the final dregs of our fuel. We were just incredibly relieved, really tired. And I was just kneeling down, feeling the sand and letting it run through my fingers and just thinking, this is really cool. I don't think it was a foolish thing to do. I mean, we were pilots. We were just flying a balloon, and that's what we were doing to the best of our ability.